This is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently watched Doctor Who The Zygon Invasion, and of course we know the Zygons from the past, and we all knew that Osgood would be coming back, and she has another version of herself, and the other version of herself is wiser, braver, more intrepid, and really seems to understand the implications of the Osgood box. And the Osgood box kind of sounds like Schrodinger's cat in a way, because on the one hand it can cause the possibility of peace, and on the other hand it can also bring forth the probability of war. So you've got that conflict, the good and the bad. So which is it? Is it going to create a peaceful situation, or is it going to cause chaos and discord? Or could it maybe do both? Yeah, that's why this episode was very much involved. Seeing the Doctor with the guitar again, I just absolutely love that. What kind of guitar is that? Is that a Fender? I don't know. I didn't get a chance to actually look at it. I don't think it was Les Paul, because I know what a Les Paul looks like, and I doubt very seriously that it was a Les Paul. I'm just curious. Sorry. I notice things like that. I like guitars. So I played an acoustic guitar once. I know cheater chords, but only 3 cheater chords. Not really enough to get me by and make me totally rebel. Yeah. Nah, I don't think that'd ever happen. Anyway, got sidetracked. This episode was probably my favorite thus far, other than the very first, which I think is the acme of all the Doctor Who episodes that have been done. It goes along the whole string of theme that was introduced to us with Osgood. I adore Osgood. Osgood is she is a terrific character. She is splendid, and she's very interesting. And just to see the 10th, 11th Doctors together again just made my heart flutter. I was so happy, like, oh, my favorite Doctors. Of course, I like the 4th and the 7th, although the 7th Doctor, the film, was kind of cheesy. Honestly, no offense to all fellow Whovians out there, but I've seen better sci-fi films in my day. just saying, don't hurt me. But anyway, I still love the 7th Doctor. 4th is probably the best. 11th and the 10th and 11th are just close to my heart. I dressed up as the 11th Doctor at work because we had a contest, and of course I didn't win it, but nah, that's okay. I still looked really good in that dress, I thought. Very sexy. But I felt sexy in that dress too, honestly. The only thing is I have a fez, and the fez doesn't fit my head anymore. I thought, what happened? Did my head shrink? Lord, no. Not that that would be a bad thing. But it was, this episode I thought was really quite well done, and it had this whole foreboding, ominous feel to it that they just executed so aptly, and it was creepy, and I really enjoyed that, especially around Halloween. So it was absolutely perfect in every way, shape, and form. No sonic sunglasses in this episode, and the Doctor, I didn't catch, he said his name, but I didn't catch what it was, because of course my sound is kind of janky on my television. I'm using that term from Game Grumps. If it is derogatory in any way, please forgive me. But it was just really wonky, and I don't know why, but I was just wondering if anybody caught the Doctor actually saying his name. Is sort of like when when we realize what Wanderer's name is in Wander Over Yonder is actually Tumbleweed. So I don't know if that was a coincidence. I don't know if it was or not, but to me it seems like it was. I think that the Craig McCracken actually watches Doctor Who, maybe, because he's done some kind of subtle references to Doctor Who. Well, he does Star Trek all the time. Star Trek and Star Wars. Star Wars, definitely, because Star Wars now belongs to Disney. But I was just wondering, he revealed Wander's true name And Wander also is a traveler. He goes through space, trying to make space a happier place. And I thought the Doctor, in his way, I see a correlation. It's so interesting. I like a lot of shows that share a similar trope or theme, so-called machina, the whole plot. But I'm not really sure where they're going to go. I kind of have an idea where they're going to go with this episode, but we'll see if my predictions come true. Usually they do. This was a really rollicking episode. It gave me the chills, and it sort of reminded me of, if you've seen the B movie, The Day of the Triffids, you know what I'm speaking of, or Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It's a similar kind of, we're being overrun, we're being taken over, they're here, what happened to the original bodies? No! Fear and trembling, my friend. Utter petrification and horror. Yeah, this episode portrayed that in such a way I just thought was absolutely brilliant, and it was just glorious to behold. And of course I love seeing the Zygons again. The Zygons are a great villain, also very terrifying. But still, as far as villains are concerned, my ultimate favorites that still give me the creeps. I like the Vashti Narada, that they're part of that list. But my first, of course, are the Daleks, just because they are so cruel and have no mercy. That is not in their vocabulary, as we well know. And the Cybermen, Weeping Angels, and the Silence too. The Silence are devastating, but they're so cool. I mean, they're just, they just give you the heebie-jeebies. But I think that this episode was very well done, and it just gives me more to look forward to in the future as to where they're going with this whole idea of the Osgood box and the two Osgoods and Clara and Bonnie. I thought, ooh, yes, this is definitely getting intriguing. The mystery continues. Hopefully we'll see more Doctor on a jamming guitar. I don't know why, but I just think that was so awesome. It's just radical in every way, shape, and form. And him playing the Star Spangled Banner, and I thought, oh, very Jimi Hendrix of you. Shouldn't we find the irony in that, though? I mean, being an Anglophile, well, I guess our relationship with Britain has really improved over the years, and it's a good platonic filial relationship that has become stronger. And yeah, they all know that we wouldn't be here without them. And likewise, we have to give them respect, and I know we do. I mean, they're our big brother. If you've seen Hitalia, you know my referencing there. But yeah, UK, USA is canon all the way. Yes, please. I love it. But that's basically all I have to say about Doctor Who, and I'm really, really excited about what is to come. Peter Capaldi, I just absolutely love him. He is a consummate actor. He's proven himself time and time again with the range of emotion and expressions, and just how subtly he can convey something through just the use of his tonality of voice, and it's just absolutely amazing. I can't specify that enough, that his craft is art. It really is. I just love him. I love him so much, and I look forward to more episodes with him. But I read on a blog, a Whovian blog, that he he's going to be replaced. That I only thought that the Doctor had 13 regenerations, because we see Crisis Doctor was involved in this episode, and I was just kind of a surprise. I thought, oh, well, that's different. What role does he play in this? That's another mystery that we're going to have solved in the upcoming episode. Crisis Doctor, yeah, this must be bad. But it's getting more multi-layered and convoluted. But I love that this figuring it out on my own and trying to deduce, be my own Sherlock, I guess. But sometimes my theories turn completely wrong. They're absolutely incorrect, but most of the time I'm right. So we'll see where this one goes.